What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti me, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack, I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. Can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you, my own kids, the brass. They could off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest new paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. One in a million. All right now. Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Patriots, next on Madden NFL 25.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A operating from the shotgun. It's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They will run it over center with Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson to the tight end, Likely. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson up top again. He finds Likely, his tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens first down.
A run here with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's in! Keaton Mitchell Touchdown, Ravens. That his first touchdown of the new year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. 2nd and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Julian Love brings him down. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Middle of the field. That's taken in by Baker. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Patriots first down. Working out of the gun. It's May. Now he'll run. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Now a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's May. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he will get into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On play action, here's Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Jackson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Second down. Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. In trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing now is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Play action now. Jackson. He runs with it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On the give, it's Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Atwell sent in motion here. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
May to throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. To throw again is May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That one into the hands of Atwell. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Atwell sent in motion here. Here's May again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
May to the air once more. Pass right side, taken by Baker. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From out of the gun, here's May. And he will score again. George Kittle. Touchdown, New England. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. York, good on the extra point. And the Pats move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd down. Now he'll air one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from the 2. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Throwing Jackson. That's into traffic, but taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They face 2nd down and 7. To the air one more time with Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. In motion comes Walker. on third down. Jackson. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Lots of space past the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Middle of the field. That's taken in by Baker. Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll try to run for it. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Atwell sent in motion here. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's May. This one complete to Atwell.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is May. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Atwell sent in motion here. May to throw on 2nd down. He's got it at about the 8. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. To throw again is May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This about as short as you can get. York's kick is good. And the Pats will cut the lead down to 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 7. 2nd down, Jackson. That one knocked away and incomplete. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. In motion comes Walker. A 1st down throw for Jackson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now it's Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Jackson looking to throw. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Ravens 28, Patriots 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, here's May. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Atwell sent in motion here. May now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's May again. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Taking off, and May will not risk it. Into the slide, and he's got the 1st down.
That's another Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Baltimore.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Play action now. Jackson. That Complete to Swift. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
They will run it over center with Swift. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Third and short, Jackson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with first and 10 in this fourth quarter. Here's Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a second and 6. Another run here. Another run by Swift. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. A run here with Swift. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. Nope. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Here comes 2nd down. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more. Going to need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for our Patriots.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He pulls it in around the 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2. Atwell sent in motion here. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.